This German Shepherd was once posted on Craigslist by someone who said they just didn't want him. But now he's living his best life as a deckhand and whale spotting dog on a boat called the Kitty Cat. Joe Nazar is the captain of the Kitty Cat, which is a whale watching boat in San Francisco. And when Joe's family saw the post about Bear online in 2018, they knew that he would be the perfect crewmate. Bear's first time on board was at 6 weeks old, and when he started tugging on the boat ropes on his own, Joe had the idea to start training him as a deckhand. Now every morning, Bear clocks in at Pier 39 wearing his life jacket. He's so dedicated that he usually starts untying the boat before Captain Joe has even finished his morning cup of joe. Bear can untie the entire boat by himself, and when it comes time to fasten the boat to the dock, he's always ready to grab untethered lines and pull them in with flawless technique. Even though he's best known around the pier for his rope skills, the crew swears that Bear's talents really shine when it comes to locating whales. He's been known to bark or paw at the deck whenever he senses one nearby, and legend has it that he's never been wrong. Whether he's really sniffing out whales or just has a lot of lucky guesses, one thing is for sure. Bear has definitely found his perfect forever home with Captain Joe and the crew at San Francisco Whale Tours. After escaping from a shelter 3 times and going straight to a nursing home, this dog in Michigan was finally adopted by the place he chose as his home. He's now such a beloved resident of Meadowbrook Medical Care Facility that he even won an award for Resident of the Month. Scout was originally picked up as a stray, and once he arrived at the shelter, it quickly became clear that he was an escape artist. One of his first nights, he managed to escape, scaling multiple tall fences in the process, and he made his way about a quarter-mile down the street to the nursing home. He strolled right in through the automatic doors and made himself comfortable on the couch in their lobby. A nurse found him and he was brought back to the shelter. But the next night, the exact same thing happened, and Scout cozied up again on the same couch. A few nights later, it happened for a 3rd time. At this point, an administrator decided that it was just meant to be, and they officially adopted him as their resident dog. Recently, Scout helped welcome the facility's 2nd 4-legged resident, a rescued cat named Willow. Together, Scout and Willow give the residents, many of whom have had to leave pets behind, a sense of comfort and the feeling of truly being home. A stray dog followed a couple for 4 days while they were on a bike tour abroad. They initially weren't quite sure what to do, and they assumed that eventually the dog would go her own way. Maggie and Maeve are from Chicago, but they were in Montenegro at the time, and there are lots of strays in the area. When they stopped for some bike maintenance, one came up to them. She was covered in fleas and ticks, but she was friendly, and Maggie and Maeve gave her some love and a snack and continued on their way. But the dog followed for miles and miles, and even when they set up camp for the night and woke up in the morning, she was still there. This continued for 4 days, with the stray dog, who they called Monty, never falling far behind. They started to really fall in love with Monty, and knew that they at least needed to get her to a vet to take care of her fleas and ticks. The vet recommended spay surgery, and Maggie and Maeve considered covering the procedure and then trying to find someone local to adopt her. But the thought of leaving Monty behind at this point made both of them too sad. So they went through with the procedure and found someone local to foster Monty while she recovered. And while it's far from a simple process to travel internationally with a dog, Maggie and Maeve got Monty her own passport and got her cleared for travel back to the US with them. Monty is now living her best life in Illinois, thriving in a cozy home and joining Maggie and Maeve on all of their outdoor adventures.